Hey everyone, welcome back. Today, we're going to take all of this and turn it into all of that. Let's get started. Hey, welcome back. All right, I'm Dave Guerra, This Vet Cooks, and what are we making today? Well, we're going to do a little something because, hey, it's fall, y'all. That's what they say. So what are we doing? Crock Pot Hamburger Hash Browns Casserole. Yeah, we're going to put all this stuff together. We got some hash browns, the O'Brien style hash browns. So we got about 2 cups of this. And so they're already cut up nice and neat. They're not your regular hash browns. They're little cubes. All right, next we're going to take some of this 3 cheese cheddar. We're going to take 1 cup of that. Half a cup of milk. We're going to need that. And what else? Some cream of mushroom soup. We're going to put that in there. And of course, we chopped up about a quarter cup of onion. Sorry about that. It looks like a little bit more, but hey, who cares? I'm showing you salt. We do not need salt for this, but we do need black pepper for sure. So let's get to putting all of this together. And it's a real simple, it's very easy. Oh yeah, I forgot that. The protein is the ground beef. There he was, just right there. Sorry about that. All right, so we're going to put all this together. And again, as I'm saying, the recipe is real easy. It's very quick to put together, and it's going to take about 3 hours to cook on high in the crock pot. So there's our potatoes. Now we're just going to dump in our cooked, brown, drained hamburger meat. Okay. Now, again, last night I cooked it, or last night it was cooked, and so put it away in the fridge, but it was drained. So you're going to see here, that's why it's taking a little time to get there. You see just very little bit of the grease of the fat left over, but for the most part, it was drained out. All right, so we're going to put that in there. All right, what's next? We're going to throw in our diced or cube chopped onion. There it is. Oh man, it was very tasty. And we're trying to get now the cream of mushroom out of the, come on, there it is. It just plops up like a big old, reminds me of, what's that called? The cranberry sauce. There you go. When it plops out of the can. Hey, here's our half a cup of whole milk. There we go. And what else is next? Oh, yeah. Now we got to throw in the cheese. Now, if you notice, I don't know if you saw it there, but where my thumb is, it says open here. Okay, where my thumb was on the left-hand side. Well, there was no little divot there to begin the cut with. So I'm going to have to flip it around. There, I just did that. Now I can cut it. Now I can tear there and get in there. Now this pouch is a 2 cup of cheese, 2 cups of cheese. So I just kind of winged it, measured it out, eyeballed it, and poured out about a cup of cheese. You could add more, you could have added the entire 2 cups, but nope. We'll save that for later. We're going to have a different recipe. So there's everything there now. So now we're going to mix this up and, oh yeah. What did I forget? I know I forgot something. Yep, I forgot. The pepper. I showed you the can. I told you we need it. We don't need the salt. Getting the last of the milk out of there too. And here comes the pepper now. And we need about half a teaspoon of that. So I just kind of put it in my hands. And guess what? It's time to make our week 4 picks. But while we're doing all of that, let's recap last week. Week 3, 12-4, not too shabby, 12-4. However, for the season, I'm 26-22, so not so good. Alrighty, so Thursday night, first up, Green Bay hosting the Lions, giving it to Green Bay on that one. The next one is the Saturday game in London. It's an early game. Atlanta takes on the Jaguars, giving it to the Jags on that one. Alrighty, the next one now, Sunday afternoon, Miami takes on Buffalo in Buffalo. But hey, you know what? I'm going to still go with Miami. They're on a tear. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. The next game is Minnesota taking on the Carolina Panthers. You know what? I'm going to give it to Minnesota. All right, next is Denver at Chicago. Okay, both of these teams are going to lose, and they're going to get sent down to USFL or something. But no, I'm going to give it to the Bears. Moving on. Baltimore Ravens, Cleveland Browns, giving it to the Browns. That was easy. All right, the next one. Houston hosting the Steelers. I'm going to give it to the Texans. Let's see what they do this next. So I'm going to give it to them. All right, the next game. The Rams visit Indianapolis. I'm going to give it to the Colts. So they got that. Tampa Bay, just up the road, takes on New Orleans Saints in New Orleans. I'm going to give it to the Saints on this one. I might regret it. Okay, the next game, it's the Washington Commanders take on the Philadelphia Eagles in Philadelphia, giving it to the Eagles. All right, the Cincinnati Bengals take on the Tennessee Titans. Oh, this one, I'm going to give it to the Titans only because they're at home. Next is the Raiders take on the Chargers. I'm going to give it to the Chargers again because they are at home. All right, this next game, New England. The New England Patriots travel all the way to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. I'm going to give it to the Patriots. Big upset there. Big upset. Like I was upset last week when they placed the Cardinals. And speaking of the Cardinals, coming fresh off their W, I'm going to give it again to them over San Francisco. And the Sunday night game, Kansas City Chiefs travel to New York to take on the Jets. The Chiefs, they got the W. Come on, seriously. And the Monday night, the only Monday night game is Seattle Seahawks traveling to take on the Giants. I'm going to give it to Seattle. And there you go. Those are our picks. All right. So now, what have we done? Well, we moved over to the crock pot. And we're going to start just giving a quick little wipe down of this. All right, so now we're going to take everything that we mixed up. If you kind of saw it in the background while I was doing the picks. And we're going to just dump it here into the crock pot. Everything goes in there, get it all nice and neat. Now, if you're dumping it and it didn't look like it mixed up when you were stirring it in the bowl, that's okay. You still have some opportunity here to go ahead and stir it up a little bit or mix it up a little bit. Kind of like tossing the salad, you might want to get another spoon and just kind of jump around in there, jumble it up. Okay, so there we go. Got everything out of there, mixed around, leveled it out. Want to have a level playing field. And the next thing we do is just cover this up. Do not lock it. Don't lock it. Last thing you want is to lock it down because that rubber seal, yeah, exactly. It'll just make everything go all crazy, especially the glass. So don't do it. Ruins dinner. All right, so all that's left now is to go ahead and let's go ahead and hit the start button, and we're going to set it to high for 3 hours, and that's pretty much that. So we'll come back to that here in just a moment. So let's look at this here. All right, so we're going to fast forward 3 hours later, and let's see what we got going on. There it is. There it is. Looks great. There it is in the bowl, in our Temptation Square bowls. Those are pretty cool. And that's it. That's what it looks like. You can kind of see the cheese in there. Now, you could sprinkle more cheese from the bag. Remember, we still had another cup of cheese left. So we could do that. We could go ahead and scramble it. But hey, everybody, this is delicious. I'm Dave Guerra. You got my picks. I'll talk to you next week. And hey, don't forget, this vet cooks.